Hi, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. And this is the 1 hour late witching hour.
Yeah, we had an alarm malfunction.
That is so funny. Oh my
It
gosh.
didn't go off.
It didn't go off and it was set. I looked at it like 3 times.
Hi,
it
Melody.
Was set. Hello, Melody. Good day to you. Good, very early morning to us. This is our witching hour show. We're only going to do this 4 times a year to try to meet people on different time zones.
Exactly.
So at their time zone,
Hello.
a better time zone for them.
Hi, Raven. It seems like only yesterday. Oh, wait, it was.
We're literally an hour late. We
Welcome
wanted
to the witching
start
hour.
an hour ago, but our alarm failed us.
Yeah.
So sort of disappointed.
We're sorry. Better late than never, eh?
That's right.
It's
There's
still
the
the witching
spirit.
hour somewhere.
There's the spirit. And Mr. O looks like he just got out of bed.
I'm so sorry.
Because we did. But we were able to pull it together because we had everything set up the night before.
Instant coffee.
So I'm doing a quick card for the collective here, and then we can get the show on the road. And you know, I didn't even make a list, Mr. O.
So please hit the like button if you don't mind.
All right, Mr. O, I'm going to have you pull a card.
Oh, we have a number of likes. That's interesting.
Are you going to pull a card or stare at lights?
If you make me...
I am.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, you can put it there, but nothing will happen until...
It's standing stones. And the word on it is passages. This is Denise Lynn's Sacred Forest deck. Okay, standing stones. Many believe that standing stones are a place that allows one to embark on spiritual journeys from one realm to another. They can also mark the transition from one stage of life to another. Remember that although life changes, you are eternal. Celebrate all the transitions in your life and you'll experience profound harmony. A voyage of the heart and the soul is ahead. This journey may be spiritual or physical in nature. In either case, it's a kind of sacred pilgrimage. Have courage. A great ship can stay safe in the harbor, but that is not what great ships are made for. Be willing to unfurl your sails and set forth to the open seas. The seas might be rough and the wind is strong, but you are safe and protected. The circle of stones takes you exactly where you need to go. Since the early days of humanity, standing stones have been created as places of ceremonies and as ways to honor the divine. Archaeologists have found some that date back to 4000 BC. Neolithic people didn't have written language, yet their art in stone circles, sometimes oval or horseshoe-shaped, suggest that they held religious rituals at these ceremonial meeting places. The spirit of the standing stone says, a sacred journey is ahead. Deeper meaning is waiting to be discovered.
Hi, Flower Beauty.
You are safe.
And look, Sunman has joined us.
This is going to be bad because I don't have a list.
Oh, we don't need one. We only have 4 people.
Well, we may have more.
Yeah, write your question, guys. Go ahead.
Really? Okay. Mr. O will keep track. All right. The first person on the list, though, is Lena. So we're going to go right to it.
And Lena said, do you see my ex coming back in my life again?
Okay. Well, anyway, about the standing stones, it's about passages. Celebrate the passages in your life. Celebrate the milestones in your life. It's all, very, very important. And, honor your spirituality, whatever it may be. All right. So let's see what we have here. Okay, Lena. Lena wanted to know about the, okay.
By the way, are we just doing cards?
Do we want to do yes, no?
Lenormands.
Yeah, we're just doing cards.
Okay, so then I'm going to shuffle too.
All right. Thanks for reminding me, because I forgot to bring the Lenormand up.
I thought one of us was totally awake, but maybe between both of us we're at least 1/3 awake.
Well, you know, if we keep going, we're only here for an hour, so let's roll. Although...
Oh, right. Like our regular shows. You say that all the time. We're only here this long.
It could fill up.
Where's Angel Rivera or Violet to remind us?
Oh, no. What will we do? We're already doing it. Okay, so we have the Fire King, which is the King of Wands, Lena. We have the Two of Cups reversed. And we have the Six of Sky, which is the Six of Swords. It's interesting to me because you asked if they would return. Am I right? Is that the question?
Right, if your ex would return in this life.
I'm not so sure that's going to happen because the Two of Cups reversed right in the middle, you know, indicates a break, a rift in a relationship. It just doesn't seem like it's going to come back. I feel that it's basically because your spouse is on another track. The King of Wands is somebody who's very, what's the word I want to use? Why don't you go ahead?
Well, they're a crusader of sorts. They're warm and magnetic, and they're engaging. They're always kind of moving towards new challenges in a way.
And also it seems as though they're trying to get attention from somebody already, is my guess.
Yes.
And the Six of Swords is here, which indicates to me that they're on a journey. You know, they're on a different journey in life is what it looks like.
That ship has sailed.
Ooh, that's what it does sound like, though. So, sorry we don't have our Lenormand today, but we'll still do these 3 cards, and it's enough to tell you, you know, the answer to the question is no.
Hi, Lou.
I'm going to look at the bottom card just to see, and it's the Eight of Swords reversed. The Eight of Sky reversed.
So one way or the other, one of you is free.
Right. One of I think he feels set free, and he's on this different course now. So that's what we have for you, Lena.
Very intuitively, it looks like not going to happen.
Hey, we may be half awake, but the cards seem to at least have been right on point with your question.
All right. So
All right.
Thank you, Lena. And we'll see you at another show. And I see a name or two that I haven't seen before, so I just want to say welcome to our witching hour. We're normally Eastern Standard Time, our own convenient hours, but we decided to do something in the middle of the night like this. It's middle of the night for our time. So anyways, we're just moving on. And
we're moving on to Melody.
Melody, what's Max's energy towards me, asks Melody.
All right.
And you're welcome, Lena.
Normally we use Tarot and Lenormand cards, but we don't have the Lenormand cards up here today. This is the first time we're trying to do it late. Our alarm didn't go off and we're an hour late. So that's why we're a little bit playing it on the fly today.
That's why Banshee says my hair looks uncombed.
The show is untamed.
We are.
All right.
Hi, Bunny Hop. Nice to see you this morning.
You better keep track, Mr. O. I'm telling you, I can't do it.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to give it one more shuffle. All right, Mr. O.
Okay, Mrs. B.
What do you got?
Card 1 is the Knight of Swords. Card 2, it's reversed, by the way.
Right, the Knight of Swords is reversed.
The second card is the reversed Five of Cups or Chalices.
Okay.
And then card 3 is the Hanged Man reversed.
I'm going to let you go first on this one.
What is Max's energy towards you? So there's a Knight of Swords reversed. They may be moving away from you, or their energy suggests that there is some sort of conflict or something that maybe is driving him in a direction. It may not be a direction towards you. And I don't know the nature of the relationship. The Five of Cups reversed, though, seems to indicate that maybe they feel they are going to try to approach again, or that they're still on the periphery. It's kind of interesting because it contrasts a little bit with the Knight of Swords. That makes me feel that there's a movement that could be moving away. But the Five of Cups says maybe they want to sort of come back, or that they're dealing with their emotional array on these issues. But maybe there's something that doesn't or can't be given up yet, and that's the Hanged Man. And so maybe the energy is that Max feels one or the other of you isn't ready to change or to make certain changes to have something happen more. The feeling is that maybe they're wary of connecting, or they feel that there's a lot of work to do in order to express themselves.
Well, I'm going to take this a little bit differently. The Knight of Swords to me is about just, possibly the idea that Max cannot make up their mind. The Knight of Swords is reversed. It's almost as if they're challenged by you in a way. They are not sure what they want to do. As a matter of fact, I would hazard to say that maybe they're being a little reckless with this opportunity, of either getting to know you better or whatever the case may be. I feel here there's an opportunity here that possibly it could happen. It could happen that, well, I don't know what you're expecting. It is about their feelings. He may look at you, then I should say, as an opportunity. The only problem with Max is that I feel as though Max is kind of thinking a lot of his own self right now, his own self-interests. And so that's why I'm saying here, I feel that he's just either unable or unwilling to move on this right now, whatever he may be feeling towards you. And, he could be squandering a chance or an opportunity here.
Right, so we're a little bit different here. I do feel that there's just an energy that doesn't allow them to really speak for themselves or exactly express themselves.
And since we don't have the Lenormand, I'm pulling the bottom card each time.
Okay.
And it's the Ace of Wands reversed. Again, that indicates to me that, he's missing out on something. Maybe he feels he's missing out on something.
Well, it could also be, too, that he feels he has to try harder, or that he has to try again, that something hasn't quite moved him into this direction.
Yeah, I like what you're saying
And
there.
the Ace of Wands could be, of course, about engagements, not like the physical marriage engagement, but engaging with somebody, regardless of what the goal is of the relationship.
So that's what we have for you at the moment. That's the way the cards are reading. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Thanks for joining us today.
All right, thank you, Melody.
All right.
So Raven is next, and
Hi,
Raven
Raven.
asked if hubby still loves you and misses you a lot. Hi, Jagdeep. Good morning. For us, it's very good morning. It may be closer to noon for you. I'm not sure.
So bear with us. There's a few things we're doing differently, and we're not keeping the list very well. So did you start?
No,
Okay.
it's not
So
overwhelming.
if we miss a name, just let us know.
But of course, we have a whole lot of other programming that includes other live shows we do, as well as our other weekly recorded shows. So feel free to check out our channel whenever. All right, so this one was for Rowan.
Grab that. And what's the question again?
Is hubby missing?
Right.
Still loves Rowan and misses me a lot.
All right, well, let's take a look. We have the Sky Kitten here, which is the Page of Swords. This is my Mystical Cats Tarot, I probably forgot to say. We have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is reversed. Five of Fire. And then we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Sky is reversed. Okay, so again, we're getting swords. We have a bit of sword action here. So do they miss you? Is that it?
Right. Do they still love you and miss you?
Still love you and miss you. Well, I'm not completely sure. I don't believe so. I feel as though they are focusing on different opportunities in their life right now. They've kind of left the past behind. The Five of Sky, Fire, I'm sorry, the Five of Wands. It's as if they've moved away from this, from this situation. I don't believe, that it's anything personal at this point. It's just, to me, their mind is on their new opportunities.
Well, when I look at that Page of Swords or the Kitten of Sky, I sort of feel like there's something graceful about how they want to carry themselves now, that there may not be a sense of animosity that they wish to bring out here. What was the other one? The Four?
The Four of Cups reversed.
Swords.
No, Four of Swords reversed, right.
And the fact is that probably there was something very healing and recovering about this process of being away. They're going elsewhere, but they don't wish you harm. It's just not really clear that they're going to engage with you at the same level. They may want to keep things more on a diplomatic kind of level.
I feel as though, what I meant to say with this card is basically the Four of Swords, is that they're moving their energy into other areas. And to add to that, we got a repeat card. We've got the King of Wands again. It could be a lot of their time is taken up with business matters, or it just could be right now they're being noticed and recognized. Maybe they are in a relationship right now, or they're just feeling, they're trying to attract others towards them. It's kind of either way. The King of Wands.
Right, and it's the bottom card. Right. It does look that way, like maybe they're really thinking about their next set of arrangements or pursuits.
That's what we have for you.
So nothing really says they're missing you or that they don't love you, but it just sort of looks like they're engaged in a different way.
Other things. Yeah. They've moved on into other areas. Yeah, that's
And Flower Buddy's up, and no, we did not miss your question. It's still here in our chat. I can see that. Is he interested in me, or do I still move on? And
I'll let you shuffle.
We know what that is. Is he interested in you, or should you move on?
Okay, Flower. Let's see what we get for you.
So a couple of you are usually at our shows, and some of you have come back from recent shows too, so I thank you very much.
Obviously, it's very early for us, so we're only doing this 4 times a year, meeting you at a better time, but
Hopefully the
when
alarm,
is the next one going to be?
July 31st, Monday, hopefully at 3 a.m.
Yep.
Instead of 4 a.m. our time. Okay.
Right. Oh, I thought you were going to cut for me because
I shuffled first because it's my deck.
I didn't let you shuffle last time because I thought we were shuffling and the other was cutting.
Love and light, Rowan.
My apologies for that.
I am not a harsh taskmaster. I'm just merely pointing it out.
Well, I'm going to do the same thing with my cards that we discussed. So, all right.
And I'm going to try to remember what that was that we discussed.
I know. All right.
Okay, Flower Beauty.
There you go.
The first card is the Moon reversed.
All right, that's interesting.
The next card is the Hierophant reversed. And then there's the Two of Swords, which is upright.
All right,
Well,
is he interested in you, or should we move on? Or you move on? Well, the Hierophant reversed and the Two of Swords reversed.
No, the Two of Swords is upright.
It's upright.
It's the Moon that's reversed.
Yeah, well, and so is the Hierophant.
Right.
Okay. I want to get this card in the mix now, too. And it is the Six of Coins reversed. Well, the Moon reversed indicates to me that it's almost as if you don't know already, you're going to find out. I feel like the Moon is reversed here, and you may get, it may not be that they come out and tell you right away or anything, but what it'll be is, if you don't hear it, you'll get the signs. You will know. You will know where they stand and how they feel. I think here with the Hierophant reversed, they may be looking at other things now, right?
Either that, or they have really odd or different ways of measuring up their relationships. They may be prone to being inattentive at times, things like that.
The Two of Swords kind of, though, makes me wonder. It's almost as if they're not willing to make a move right now on a relationship, with you at all.
They may be trying to hold you in position.
Yeah.
A position that suits their sensibilities. It may not be about using you so much as that they're just trying to fit you into an area of their life that seems to work for them, perhaps.
And with these Six of Coins reversed, it just, to me, it looks like this would be a very, this seems to be unfair, that they're treating you kind of unfairly because they're not, number one, they've disappeared or whatever, and they're not telling you their intentions.
You would have to do more of the heavy lifting.
Yeah, it almost seems a lot falls on you, actually, Flower. If you want to see what's going on here, if you want to get to the bottom of things, they're not moving right now. They're not saying one way or another what it is they want to do.
Right, they're just kind of holding steady like a standing stone that we refer to, but I guess the point would be they're really more about themselves. Maybe that's the Hierophant reversed. They're more focused on themselves, their inward things, rather than their outward expressions. Outwardly, people are normally polite in public, well, until relatively recently. This may be saying that they're reserved and they're not really giving up some of their feelings about this.
That's what we have for you. So, nope, I would say the answer right now is that maybe you should consider moving on, or the only other thing I can tell you is maybe you're the one that has to press the issue, find out in some way, try to get that information. But I really do think you're going to get a sign and just say, yeah, I think it's time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
So good luck with that.
All right, so it looks like Lou is next, and then
Hi, Lou.
followed by Bunny Hop. Hi, Lou. And Lou asked, would like to know advice. The universe wants to know about my connection with E.
All right.
All right. Is that Mr. E? Mystery? Ha ha ha. Just kidding. Bad joke.
I'll say. Too early in the morning for your jokes, Mr. O.
Normally, we're here Thursday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. our time, Eastern Standard Time, or Sundays, 2 to 4 p.m. We're over here in the great state of Michigan in America, so that's just to let you know that if you didn't know that.
Now that he's mentioned that, I just want to add that we will not be on Thursday night this week. We're going to move it to Friday instead because Mr. O has something he has to attend on Thursday evening, a conflict. So we're going to do the show this week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. All right.
Did I get to shuffle?
No, because that's not what we're doing. You can pick up the cards.
Oh, okay. I thought I was getting to shuffle because that was how the first one went.
Well, that was a mistake. This is what we talked about.
All right, you're welcome, Flower Beauty.
All right. Well, here we go again with the swords. We have the Eight of Sky, which is the Eight of Swords again, but this time it's upright. We also have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Earth, and that is upright, reversed. I'm sorry. And then reversed also, we have the Fire Queen, which is the Queen of Wands reversed. Very interesting reading here. I'm going to throw the bottom card out.
So the advice about your connection with E.
The Nine of Fire is reversed as well. Okay, this information about...
Advice on your relationship or connection with E.
Well, somebody here is having problems perhaps expressing themselves or getting the attention that they would like. Let me put it that way. That could be you in this case. I'm not sure. Could be, E. The Eight of Sky, for example, almost feels as if somebody is afraid to really express their feelings. They're holding back. I don't know if it's out of fear, if it's they're afraid to, or if they just don't want to. But something seems to be holding them back from doing so. And when I look at this card here, when I look at the Ten of Earth, they may just feel that they're I almost feel like they're having some self-esteem problems of some sort, or just feeling that they don't measure up in some way. And with the Queen of Wands reversed too, this just really has a pattern here to me of somebody who really is either acting very shy or afraid of expressing who they truly are and how they truly feel.
Well, I don't know exactly what kind of advice to give. I'm wondering, do you feel that you are contained in your relationship, or that you need to maybe contain E? Do you need to hold each other apart somehow, or sort of have conditionality around aspects of the relationship? Is there something that breaks a certain foundation of other relationships? Is there something that kind of unites you and E with people and makes it problematic for other functioning? Maybe it's a bad sense of the relationship. What's this one?
That's the Queen of Wands reversed.
And the Queen of Wands reversed, I'm wondering if this is really, the advice is saying maybe pull back for a while, and don't be as forthcoming in certain respects. Maybe not be available all the time, or that maybe, this is saying that you should sort of limit your exposure with them to some degree.
Well, this was about...
advice on their connection.
Okay, right. And so I look at the Nine of Fire, the Nine of Wands, maybe as the advice here, unfortunately. And to me, I feel like the Nine of Wands is almost saying that the advice to me would be that you pull back. I think it's this card more than these cards. I think this is just me. I think this is, what E is feeling or how they're reacting. And you might be at the point, or will be at the point of feeling, maybe I've had enough of this, maybe I'm not going to be able to win here, and it's a shame because I don't know what is making E feel like they have to hold back in the way that they are.
And that was the Nine of Wands reverse, that last one? Yes. And so that does sort of indicate that maybe you do want to pull back more, or that you actually need to just sort of set yourself aside from this relationship, at least for a while. That if there is something that is sort of challenging to either of you, this is not the time for you to be challenging that maybe it's a challenge that wouldn't work out for you.
Yeah. So that's unfortunately what we have for you right now. You can feel free to ask again at some point in the future. But again, it just doesn't look very promising at the moment.
And our personal philosophy is that tarot is always a snapshot in time. That's what we tell people in our regular show, and that the conditions may change, from reading to reading.
Well, it may, but it's not a license to ask the same question too many times, because you can muddy the waters a little bit. But occasionally to ask again just to see if there is a pattern that has developed is okay. So give it some time, and if you feel you can make it to one of our other shows, you could ask again.
All right.
Who's up next, Mr. O?
Bunny Hop is next,
right.
Followed by Jagdeep, Imi, and I believe Somanth, and that's it. The next three. Okay.
All right.
So Bunny Hop has asked, what is coming up for them, please?
All right.
And I'm back to the Star Spinner Tarot.
With the small print.
So you don't want to shuffle, you just want to complete the cut.
Yes.
All right.
Which was your idea.
I don't remember that, so I don't think I agree.
You did.
Thought we were
Well,
both going to shuffle them because we didn't have the Lenormand. That was
true.
my point.
Well, that's a last minute thing. We were expecting to have the Lenormand.
Okay.
So my bad on that one.
And as you can see, we are two tarot readers who...
Who argue? No.
You're welcome, Lou.
No. You're welcome,
Give it
Lou.
some time is not a bad way to look at that.
Well, this is interesting because the first card in this deck, and what is the question again?
What is coming towards
Yes.
Bunny Hop?
Bunny Hop, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, which we just had in a reading.
It
The
was
Ten of
reversed, so,
Coins,
yeah.
but this is upright. Oh, you have the Queen of Coins upright as well. Wow, I like that. Oh, and you have the Ace of Swords upright. Hey, we have a really positive reading here for you.
Well, off the top of it, I wonder if you're expecting money of some sort.
I know.
I'm wondering if there is an inheritance thing going on, trust fund, something like that, or that the situation is that maybe you could receive a sum of money, such as an endowment of some sort from people your family, something like that. What's the second one? The Queen of Coins.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you may be able to really work on manifestation for yourself too. It could be because of the money. It could be because of other situations in your life. Maybe you already come from a somewhat, I don't want to say wealthy, but a more material background, that you have a good job or that you have sources of revenue. This allows you to really pursue a lot of what you want in manifestation, that you probably have ideas about beautifying your home or your surroundings, that you want to work in a garden or you want to advance some of that. And that maybe there's just really, what is that one?
It's crazy. It's the Nine of Cups.
Wow. So you got something big about to happen to you.
Yeah, I don't know. This is very, very positive. I normally don't like to get people's hopes too high up, but I have to say something may be happening to you here on a financial level, which is very, very positive. It could have to do with family money and legacies, like Mr. O said, or what it could just mean is there is talk about this money and this good luck or this windfall, whatever it may be, in the family, And yes, the Queen of Wands or Pentacles, coins, knows how to manifest, knows how to make things happen, and also is, managing resources wisely. And I think that's you in this case. Now look at this. You have the Ace of Swords and you have the Nine of Cups, which to me is, this is a beginning. If you aren't experiencing any of this already, what's coming to you is the beginning of something where you can achieve what it is you truly are passionate about, what you truly desire.
Exactly. I think those last two are nearly stellar, that Ace of Swords and then the
Nine of Cups.
Nine of Cups. Very much about, putting things in process and seeing them through to something you really desire, something that really uplifts you, makes you feel very, very happy.
Nice reading. If you're just thinking, what the heck, so are we. So, because we never know where this is coming from, but it may make sense to you. If you're not expecting any family money or inheritance, like Mr. O suggested, it could just be that times are going to be very, very smooth. Your family or your life situation, you're going to have what you need. And we could ask for more than that. And what you want.
So it looks good, buddy.
I like that. Wow. Nice.
And high tidal wave.
We're late tidal wave. We got it's the Mercury
The alarm didn't go
retrograde witching hour.
We were supposed to be up an hour ago doing this.
And the alarm didn't go off. Honest.
So we just said, let's just do it.
So here we are. We forgot even to bring up the Lenormand, so we're just doing an extra tarot card.
Yeah, we're actually upstairs where we don't normally do live.
Who's up next?
It's Immy.
All right.
And Immy said, what is Eduardo's energy or next steps towards you?
Energy or next steps for Eduardo. Okay.
And we will get to all the readings. Yeah, we got 4:30 here. We were up late, tidal wave, working on the other projects, and we probably didn't go to bed until close to 11. I didn't go. She was probably a little bit later.
Well,
the alarm clock was set.
That has nothing to do with it. The alarm clock was absolutely set.
Yeah, we would have got up with the alarm.
Checked it 3 times, and it's crazy. So it just didn't go off.
Sadly.
All right. We're retired now, and most of Mr. O's schedule, he's awake. We don't need an alarm clock anymore. We hardly use it, so I don't know if something's wrong with it.
Cats get me up at 6:30
idea.
every morning to feed them.
Oh boy. Well, we have the
Immy.
10 of Swords, the 10 of Sky upright. Not a happy card there. But we have another 10. This is interesting. The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is upright. Oh boy, but then we have the 9 of Swords. All right, this isn't bad because the 9 of Swords is reversed. The 9 of Sky. And I'm going to draw that bottom card and see what we get. It's the Fire King, who's coming up quite a bit in this deck. It's not bent or anything. But the Fire King this time is reversed. So that's the King of Wands. All right. All right, Mr. O. You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
So what is... it's about Edward, right?
Right. What is Eduardo's intentions?
Well...
Energy or next step towards Immy.
Towards Immy.
Right. What is Eduardo's
I don't know
energy?
if there were problems between Eduardo and Immy. Because this doesn't look very positive right on the surface here. Although there is the 10 of Cups. It's really kind of a mixed bag of a reading if I've ever seen one. Was there maybe a betrayal or just something that went wrong in, this, in this connection or this relationship in the past? Because of that 10 of Swords there, it's just not a very positive card. It makes me feel that something went wrong. Somebody hurt somebody in some way, or that's how they're feeling. The 10 of the 10 of Cups, almost indicates, though, that they're trying to rebuild. Maybe they want to rebuild some kind of, or create some kind of partnership, some kind of, happier situation out of this. And the Nine of Sky reversed indicates that maybe some of the anxieties, some of the difficulties that they maybe have been feeling are now dissipating a little bit. But yet they still really have to be more demonstrative about what it is they want to do. It seems like they may be holding back.
There's something that maybe has a sense of really back and forth, unsettled things in the relationship. That there may have been some power trips or some really passionate things going on, but they went back and forth along the spectrum. So like when there may have been really bad things happening, they were pretty bad, but when there were good things, they may have been really good. So the intentions are maybe that they want to sort of balance that out, I think, get past the things that were maybe too extreme. But what is that again?
The King of Wands reversed.
The King of Wands reversed maybe indicates that they're not either clear on how to do it or that they still have a very one-sided way of doing it. This could indicate that they see themselves as being more entitled to be in charge of things or to be the energy provider, and they may be skewed in terms of how appropriate their actions are.
That's why I said they were holding back. I like that. And it's noteworthy here that there are 2 10 cards. 10s to me are completion. Maybe they want something to be over with. Maybe they want any animosity or bitterness from some missteps maybe to be put aside. Maybe they're even, if I look at this card, I could say maybe the problem lies in the fact that they are recovering from some hurt they previously experienced, which is why, they want to get something off to a better start. But, it's a process of healing for them. It's a process where they have to eliminate some of the things that have brought them anxieties. And so that's why they're holding back a little bit. They're struggling.
Go ahead and post if you want. I will try to keep track of this without the moderator.
But that's what we have for everyone. Anything else?
The only thing I was going to say is that it just sort of feels like they don't have exactly what they need within their character to do anything at this time, that maybe they're sort of in a mixed period is what it looks like, between extremes. There may be something about their character kind of vacillating.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. All right. Was it Jagdeep or?
That was Emmy. So Jagdeep is next. Right.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm just going to scroll up a little bit to find that.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it is Jagdeep.
Right. Love reading for this week. What does the...
We did do Bunny Hop, didn't we?
We did do Bunny Hop.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's Jagdeep.
Yes.
So love reading. Heart doesn't agree. That's why we keep asking. Okay, so this is about Himani again, I guess.
No, well, it just says love reading for this week. I'm not assuming anything beyond that.
There's a quote a little further down
there?
that sort of gives the idea. What to do, sir? Heart doesn't agree. That's why we keep asking same questions again. So I just think it's referring to what
All right.
they've asked before, but we're just looking at this as a love reading.
Well, we have the Six of Wands upright. That's definitely positive here. There's that darn Two of Swords again. The Two of Swords is upright. We have the Six of Coins again, which came up before.
Two sixes,
and that
then.
is reversed. Yeah, 2 6s. And on the bottom... Whoa, we have Death upright. I'm sorry, Death is upright.
So there's a big color of change going on. There may be some things going on here, but a part of this, I think, begins or has the character of you just want something to sort of happen one way or the other. You want to be recognized. So if there are questions that are just left unanswered, you would like that to be taken care of. But the other overall picture is that there still seems to be the stalemate, the Two of Swords, sort of saying that there is no energy, there is no movement, despite what you want, the sense of a recognition, right? That's the Wands.
Yeah, Six of Wands.
And then that's the Six of Coins, reversed. So you may be thinking that, it's time to do things more seriously, but you don't really have the material components to do that. Some of this might take much more changing things on your part. It could involve more money on your part to invest in certain ways. You're trying to get a message across, and you're trying to think out of the box.
And then okay, you did mention death. Well, I have to say this, Jagdeep, right? Jagdeep. The Six of Wands to me indicates that, this is a love reading, so that you really want to get noticed by someone, or by in the love department, that you want noticed. You want people to gravitate towards you. There just seems to be stuck energy right now with that Two of Swords reversed. Things just don't seem to be moving for you in that direction, or let's just say in any direction right now. And then we have the Six of Coins reversed. I feel as though there's some imbalances here. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Is it between this idea here that you want to get noticed by people, but maybe you're holding back in some way, somehow maybe you're causing this to happen because maybe you're holding back for some reason. Like, for example, if you're waiting for someone else to come to you, and notice you, somebody specific, and they're not responding, that could be what's going on here. But also, if the idea too is if you're waiting on somebody else, then nobody else is going to notice you either, because you are focusing your attention in one area. And with death reversed here, I really feel what it's saying is radical change is needed, in your approach to love, in your approach to relationships, or in your approach to a particular situation that you might be interested in. It looks as though it may not, if you want a particular outcome, or if you've been working towards something, it sounds like a change is needed, a change in the way you're approaching this, or a change in your focus. Should you be moving on?
Something is really needed here because the forces are almost perfectly balanced to just keep things calm. The two sixes sort of balance each other out. The idea that you need to be recognized, or you feel that way, but yet there's no energy to really do that, to give something of yourself. The Two of Swords, a stalemate, stuck versus the idea of change. So you feel this around you, Jagdeep, but you're the one that's going to have to try to bring that energy out to do something more forward.
An interesting balance and synchronicity between these cards here. So,
Faith, you can stay for a reading if you like. There's only a few people ahead of you, but thanks for joining us.
All right.
And Somnath is next.
All right.
Somnath asked...
Feelings for Pushali?
Right. Samir's feelings for Pushali.
All right.
And I'm just going through the list. After that will be Ramandeep. And then after that will be Tidal Wave, Muskan, Sunshine, and Faith.
We're going to have to cut the list at some point.
Yeah, we've been on almost an hour, so I think we'll keep it with Faith, or we'll be flexible.
We'll see what happens after Faith. go.
All right, I'm just going to pin this.
So it's Samir Kumar's feelings for Pushali.
Thank you, Faith. We love you too. Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, this is the Knight of Sky, called the Sky Tom in this deck. So it's the Knight of Sky, the Knight of Swords reversed. Oh, we've got the Magician, Cat Magic. So that's the Magician card in this deck. And we have the Six of Pentacles in this deck. Oh, that's coming up a lot. The Six of Pentacles, Six of Earth is upright as well. And the bottom card in the deck is another six, the Six of Wands. Really interesting to me because, of course, we're using different decks here and we're coming up with some of the same energies right now. So as far as Samir's feelings for Pushali, you know, the Sky Tom, the Knight of Swords, again, this is kind of a card of indecision. Like, have they made up their minds about how they feel about Pushali? It's almost as if they're delaying a decision. They're either overthinking this or they're just not willing to move on it for some reason.
They may lack confidence.
It could be.
About expression.
It could very well be. However, here, we have the Magician upright. It's indicating to me, you know, the one positive here, well, there's a couple positives here, is that I feel they may be trying to get something going or be interested in starting something with Pushali or moving something forward. Magic, the Magician is about manifesting something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to?
A lot of this is also, too, about maybe finding their will. So I think there's sort of a battle wills. There's a part of them that is brave and competent, but there's another part of them that is maybe shirking a little bit. So they're sort of dealing with their mixed emotions.
And I feel here they have very balanced feelings here, you know. They're willing to meet Pushali halfway. They're very much into, like, treating Pushali with respect, equal respect, which I like that in, you know, getting this card here. There's just good energy there.
Six of Coins?
Mm-hmm.
Right. It has a feeling really like there's a special place that they want to create or they want to view Pushali from.
But of course, with the and it's interesting, the Six of Wands is reversed here. I'm wondering if Samir does not feel they're getting the attention they crave or they want from Pushali. Maybe they need, you know, in order to make a decision or a move, do they need more of a, I don't want to say a commitment, but just an impression from Pushali that they really would be interested or care about them.
Maybe the feeling from Pushali doesn't reciprocate the way they want because maybe there's a little bit of over-aggressiveness.
Oh, well, there's
Samir,
that aspect.
Because that card, that reverse Knight of Swords, could say that maybe their approach is too fast, too aggressive, too clumsy.
Well, I said the other way that they were stalling a decision, and it was based on, well, it was just based on that.
I sort of see it as a push-pull effect. They want to do it the right way, but they're also maybe hasty in some ways.
Okay. Well, they might be a little bit reckless, you know, with their handling of how they feel about Pushali. They may not be handling it in a very, a good manner. They just may be, you know, and that might be what's confusing to Pushali as well. I just feel here sometimes they may want or demand more attention. Maybe that's what the pushiness about here is that Mr. O spoke of. They may demand more attention than they feel that they're getting. And that's what we have right now, so that's what I see.
All right, and Sunshine, we're not up to you yet. I think there's one or two people in between. Ramandeep is up next. And Ramandeep asked, can I ask how is my son is doing? He is away from me and not able to talk to him.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna
It's your deck.
look for that. Sunshine, you're one or two down from there. I'll reform that in a little bit. We're gonna just do Ramandeep's reading first. So hang in there, everybody.
I just realized if I wanted to keep the online list, I needed my computer up here and not this. That's part of it.
It's not as
Or I
overwhelming
could do
as
it
some of
with
our
paper,
shows. Yeah.
which I might do in the future. Just keep a paper list while that I've had in the past. So we'll see.
And did I do that right? Did I skip Tidal Wave? No, Tidal Wave is after Ramandeep. Tidal Wave is next, and then I think Sunshine is after that, possibly. All right, and I am
Well, what
cutting.
about we did Jagdeep? That's right.
Yes.
Okay, got it. All right, let's see what we have here. We have the 8 of Coins upright. So the question exactly about the sun was, how are they doing? All right, that's good to know. Remind me, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. The 5 of Coins is reversed. Oops. The 4 of Wands is reversed.
Bottom.
I know. I just remembered. A lot of coins here. We also have the 3 of Coins, and the 3 of Coins is upright. So I do have to say here we have the 5. This is a really interesting reading.
Ramandeep.
Gosh, Ramandeep. Sorry, it is too early for me. But you know what? I see a real heavy work vibe here. And also, I just can't help but wonder if they're either recovering from some ill health or if they are recovering financially from something. So it's possible that maybe they were out of a job for a while, but they're really working now. They're working hard and they're being recognized for what they do. They're on a really good track right now. The 4 of Wands is reversed here, but that is not an issue. The 4 of Wands is just saying life is moving along in a happy way right now. It's not like real huge bells and whistles, but that things are much improved. We've got this healing card here. We also have the 4 of Wands, which is positive no matter which way it goes. And we have the 2 coins here. So I really think financially and materially, they are in a really good place right now. And they're really focused on their work.
Well, you didn't say it, but I assume from this reading that your son is grown, is an adult, is engaged in work. That's what it really seems. All the coins really look like.
Well, if it's not work, it could be studies.
Yeah. But I just wanted to say that, your son doesn't live with you, therefore they are an adult or they are nearly adult. They are on their own. They are very busy. They are probably learning things and learning how to apply that knowledge. That's the 8 of Coins. The 5 of Coins reverse sort of suggests that there's been a period of them really trying to get themselves to this point, that maybe it took a while to find this. This could be an internship, an apprenticeship, studies, or something like that. And it took them a while to get there, but they are now moving into that situation, or they have been, and it's starting to work out. It's starting to feel like they're uplifted. They feel like they have found their mission. What's this one?
It's the 4 of Wands, reversed.
And this one makes me wonder if you will hear from them soon, maybe in the sense of an invitation to come visit them or them to come visit you, that they sort of want to connect with the home feeling. It's not in a big way. It may still need to have some sense of things resolve or work out, but I get the feeling like you may hear from them directly, and it may be about getting together, being connected.
Well, I don't see that with that card. I'm not going to guarantee you that, but Mr.
It's
O's
an intuitive feeling.
Getting an intuitive feeling there. There is a sense of getting together with people when that card is upright. When I see it reversed, I sort of feel it's a card of just enjoying life. The life they have right now. Seems like everything is flowing much improved, with the 5 of Pentacles reversed here.
Right. I mean, you have really some of the best Pentacle cards.
Yeah, I think it's really a good reading.
That final one, the Three of Pentacles, just really suggests, too, that people are liking your son, and you should like him, too, because there's a sense of really things being accomplished.
So what we have for you, good luck with that.
All right, and I'm just going to check. I believe Tidal Wave was next. Okay, and Tidal Wave says, I'm not really interested in romance, but I keep hearing it's coming in. What do you both pick up
All right.
on romance for me?
Well, let's see if it comes up in our cards title today.
After Tidal Wave is Muskan, who asked about Jagdish, and then Sunshine. And then if Faith is still here and wants a reading, we'll get to Faith. And that'll be it. That'll be our witching hour.
Our slightly overtime witching hour. All right. And our late witching hour, which we apologize for. All right. Oh.
That's okay.
No, I left it for you.
Sure.
I forgot myself. Well, interestingly enough, we have the cat, which is the Fool reversed. Gee, we have the Ten of Cups reversed, the Ten of Sea. Are they in the picture? Yeah, okay. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Why are all my cards reversed all of a sudden? Good grief. And then on the bottom, let's see if... Nope, not. It's the Sky Queen reversed.
Queen of Swords.
Queen of Swords reversed. So...
I'm very tempted to just say that I don't see romance here a whole lot, and that you are not a fool in love, despite the fool being there. You're not a fool in love. You're not going to suffer fools lightly.
You know, if love was coming your way, it just seems to me that it would be full of missteps right now, according to what I'm seeing here. You know, and it's possible what this is saying, though, Title. You said you're not interested in romance, and it's interesting that we have that Fool reversed, because what it's saying to me is you don't want to take the plunge. You don't want to go for it. And with this card here, which I'm forgetting already, shoot.
It's a little hard to read them.
Yeah, it's well, your talk about hard to read. The Ten of Sea, the Ten of Cups here is reversed, which indicates too that things just would not turn out well. You know, there's the relationships that are broken with this, right?
There's nothing very romantic about that. It sort of looks like maybe family connections that are fraying are more the focus now, and it's not dealing with romance per se, but other emotional barrage.
It's so bizarre that people are telling you this, and yet we see a lot of missteps or misadventure here. You know,
Wheel of Fortune reversed.
The Wheel of Fortune is reversed, and the Fool, which to me indicates this is not a time to go out on a limb or take any risks in that regard.
Yeah, it's probably better to just,
lay low.
Keep on with what you're doing, because it's probably more important at this time.
Well, and it's true. Maybe it's, you've got where you've got to focus your energy right now, Title, because of other things that have happened in your life. And maybe that's why the cards are coming up the way they are. It's like, you don't want to go here right now, And with the Sky Queen reversed, it's kind of like, you're not thinking clearly enough right now to focus on love and romance in your life.
Yeah, that Sky Queen could be really indicating that you have to do some things, and you're doing the right things, but not everybody's going to appreciate them. They're going to say it feels harsh. You're just trying to reorder the universe your way,
So somebody else just walked in, Mr. O.
I noticed that, and you know what, Divine Judgment, we have closed the list. We were only here for an hour, so we're not going to be able to do this reading for you. We're sorry. It's really very early in the morning for us. We kind of got up in the middle of the night to do this. So I hope you might come back again.
Yeah, sorry about that. But at any rate, this is what it looks like for us, title. It's just not happening, or it's not a good idea right now. You know, and I think we know because of some of the other readings lately, where you really need to focus your attention
Thanks,
right
Faith.
now. All right, so that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
And I believe that now Muskan is next. And Muskan asked, will they get clarity from Jagdish or not? All right.
Hey, you're welcome, title. The question again?
Clarity from Jagdish.
Well, clarity you want, but I'm not sure you're going to get it. We have the Page of Swords reversed here. We'll talk about that. We also have it's the Nine of Cups again. The Nine of Cups is reversed, though. The Ace of Coins is upright. And on the bottom, we have the Queen of Cups reversed.
So if the clarity was about an emotional relationship, you may not like that clarity. It may sort of indicate that things are not going happily. What was this one?
It's the Page of Swords, which is
Right.
why I said clarity
And-
might be hard to come by.
Right, and this may come in the form of a message. This may not come necessarily in direct communication. It may come in some sort of other form, a letter, an email, something like that, that indicates that maybe emotionally things are not going good if this is about a relationship or even if it's about a friendship. There may be something else going on, though, that may be an opportunity to start something else that maybe brings a sense of either security or advancement in some process. I don't know if that relates to the relationship, though. I'm thinking it could be something different. It may be about Jagdish clarifying why they're feeling this way, because maybe they're involved in something new.
Well, it seems as though communications have been difficult or unclear, unfocused, and or uncertain. It's possible here too because basically, what's the name again?
Muskan and
Muskan.
Jagdish.
Well, Muskan Jagdish maybe doesn't want to tell you that they're not. What they have to say or what they're feeling, for you is not what you want to hear. With the Nine of Cups here reversed is kind of disappointment or delay. There could be delay. I'm wondering here too if this could indicate that, communication is hung up in some way. It's hard to get clarity when people are trying to maybe avoid responding or, what's bothering me here in this whole thing is that Ace of Coins, though, because the Ace of Coins usually means that something good could take off and start. And so I see that here, there's a potential for something, but it's making me wonder if the Muskan is going in a different direction. It has a focus somewhere else right now.
Well, I'm wondering if that's really Jagdish is clarifying that they have the different direction. That's the clarity from Jagdish, is that maybe they're going in a different direction and they're focusing differently. The Queen of Coins reverse could be saying they have different projects or that they're pulling out of old projects maybe, and that could be where you came in. That's the clarity, is they're sort of toning down the emotional relationship perhaps, and they're focusing somewhere else for other reasons, I think.
The Queen of Cups too being reversed kind of bothers me because it just seems like, they're either repressing emotions or they're the feelings, aren't there. I did say that was the Queen of Cups.
I know, those stars in the corner always are confusing me a little bit. So
use a better deck, especially at 3 a.m.
My dear, it's 5 a.m.
Okay, well, I'm going with when we should have started the show. All right. So I'm just going to say things may remain a little bit unclear, but I think what you can get from this is that they're not, they may be either you or them are moving in a different direction, starting something else.
Less about emotions, more about maybe other aspects of life, security or material aspects of life. All right.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
And so that means we're on Sunshine. And Sunshine asks, what is their Capricorn guys' feelings towards them?
Okay.
And normally when we do our live streams at our normal time zone, we have the services of our wonderful moderator, Violet Lotus, who helps keep a list for us, helps keep track of the questions, so our flow can be a little bit less choppy than what you might be seeing here. We figured we would be okay without Violet. There was no way we were going to convince her to get up this early like us, because we just weren't so sure that this would be a super busy experience for us. It was busy enough, and we appreciated being able to impart, what we have for you. So what is the Capricorn's feelings?
Whose feelings?
You? No, this is
Capricorn.
Sunshine.
Right. Sunshine, Capricorn. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we have these, these cards just don't want to cooperate too much today. And it's interesting, it's the Page of Swords again. The Page of Swords is reversed. We have the King of... Did I get that, Scott? We have the King of Cups upright, though. Excuse me. Oh, we have the Two of Swords, this time reversed. Interesting, a lot of the same cards.
Bottom.
Oh, the bottom. Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't think either of them would be good necessarily. But at any rate, the Ace of Sky, the Ace of Swords is reversed. Well, it's interesting we're getting these swords. A lot of people are asking us, what are people's feelings? Or are they going to communicate with me, give me some clarity? And we're getting swords cards. And swords cards are about communication and intellect and things of that nature. So what I can say here is the Sky Kitten is reversed, the Page of Swords. Again, there's a sense that things remain a little bit murky and unclear. Communications just aren't happening, It's hard for you, Sunshine, to really see what the Capricorn is thinking right now.
I think that the Capricorn guy wants to express themselves to you, but they're either clumsy or they're off for some reason. There's something that maybe is not giving them encouragement, or maybe they feel how they want to say it to you. They don't know how to really put the words together. They're actually having some problem with the verbal communication.
Which is funny, right? Because of the King of Cups. Go ahead, I'll let you go.
It might be that they're really overwhelmed in their emotionality towards you, but maybe they're having a hard time understanding it, because the King of Cups could also be saying too that they almost look at you in a fatherly kind of way. And I don't know if there's an age difference or a maturity difference, yet this is an emotional relationship. And so maybe they're off put by the complexity of their feelings, that they don't understand themselves why they feel fatherly in a sense towards you. It's not, I'm saying that they're not romantic at all, but that there's something caring that almost takes it into some other area. I'll stop there for the moment.
I wouldn't have gone with fatherly on this because cups are water, feminine energy.
Okay.
And so I almost feel there's a nurturing element to this card for sure. Fathers are very protective, but you know, the feminine side that men can experience too is that they feel very nurturing and caring towards you. I feel what this is saying here is that they do care a lot about you, whether it's romantic love or just some kind of concern. I think they may have some feelings for you, some kind of deep feelings that for some reason, as I've said, they haven't been able to express. But we have the Two of Swords reversed here. Now remember, in previous reading, if you were here, we had said that the Two of Swords was like a stalemate, but it's reversed. It's almost as if maybe the Capricorn is about to make a move, is about to say something, maybe finally to clarify where they stand emotionally.
Right, and it may be that what happens is that they do find their core and are able to express it, that they find something that they needed to see in a way that made them able to verbalize it better. That's the Two of Swords too. That movement maybe allowed them to find that clarity. Something moved inside of them to make them realize they could express what they wanted to feel.
Well, but Sunshine, we have the Ace of Swords at the end reversed, and you know that's not always a happy card here when it's reversed. It's almost as if, you know, maybe once things are revealed, they're either not, you know, as they're not what you wanted them to be, or maybe you're going to have mixed feelings about this ultimately. I don't know why. I know this feeling was about, or this reading was about how they feel. I'm thinking here that ultimately you yourself might wonder, you know, if this was really worth it.
Sunshine, you didn't say how long you've been together, but when I'm looking at that last card, the reversed Ace of Swords, I almost wonder if there's a shared loss between you that kind of is pain there in a way. It may be that, you know, you're together, but there's something that unites you that is sort of like a sorrow or a pain. And I don't know if that's another loss that occurred somehow in your relationship or something else.
Yeah, that's really interesting you say that, because I wonder here too if this is just saying maybe they have a lot of feelings for you.
That's true to some degree about Capricorns. You're right, Sunshine. I like what she said there. We both have a lot of Capricorn in our chart, and we have a Capricorn child. He's an adult. He's 40.
It is true. They're very closed, with their emotions. They like to keep them in check. They like to also perhaps not reveal how they feel. And that could be really what's going on here. But there are deep feelings. It's just, will it ultimately end up in a good place, you know? That's the question I'm not sure about here with the Ace of Swords reversed. Sometimes people can care and feel something about somebody, but they end up moving in a different direction.
Well, you know, I was sort of baiting a little bit by mentioning the shared sorrow. And now that you've mentioned more things about this, I'm wondering, does this person have the loss on their side? Did they lose a child? I'm wondering, do they have something like that, a loss in their life that sort of is behind that? And that might be why I felt that fatherly feeling there about them, fatherly concern. I don't know. It's just something that came off intuitively. So now I'm wondering if, you know, there was a loss in their life that maybe equivalates to that.
Was there something earlier that was said about that? Because I'm
No,
not
it's
seeing...
just my intuition.
No, what you just said though about the shared loss or something?
No, it's what I said earlier.
Oh,
I said that earlier.
That's
what that card
Oh, I
feel.
see. Okay. I'm sorry.
So that's what we have for you. And
Yeah.
You're welcome to come back again and ask more about that. And we wish you luck with the Capricorn guy.
Good luck.
We need luck with
I
our own
don't know
Capricorn
that
guy.
it is hopeless, but I'm just not sure that it's going to end up in a good place. The Ace of Swords seems to indicate that.
It could be that, and maybe, it's just something that, we did say something was guarded about them too, that they maybe were having problems mentioning, so maybe that's something. I don't know. We don't know. But we're on Faith now, and Faith is our last reading. Thank you so much for waiting, Faith. And Faith asks, my daughter's current feelings toward me and how to heal our relationship from family trauma.
Okay. Sorry you're going through that.
Right.
That's rough.
It's got to be rough, yep. Anyone who has a child knows that it's not all love and happiness, that sometimes everybody has a point of view and needs, to be understood or be able to be respected at least. Oops. I'm not looking at them. You're welcome.
You dropped a lot. Well, you got them all. You did. All right.
Thank you. I have been wanting to do At the Witching Hour for literally several months. And then, of course, when we finally got around to doing it.
We've been talking about it for at least 6.
That's several.
Maybe longer.
We already did your reading, Muskan, sorry. And I don't remember exactly how that went. Hold on a minute and we'll get to that. It didn't seem like that is what I recall. You would have, if you haven't seen it, you'll have to back up and find it. It's about 2 or 3 readings ago, Muskan.
It's the Knight of Wands reversed. Well, we've got the Ace of Wands upright. That's positive. But we have the 2 of Cups reversed.
Oh, bottom.
Going. I am. Oh my goodness. And it's the 10 of Cups reversed.
These don't look very good.
Yeah, there's only one positive card in this batch here. And I do have to tell you, Faith, that, there's a number of cup cards here. There's 2 cups and 2 wands, which indicates to me, emotions and initiating something, getting something off the ground. The Knight of Wands reversed indicates to me that somebody still may be harboring a lot of resentment, a bit of anger perhaps, that they can't seem to get over.
One or both of you don't fully trust each other either. A lot of times that Knight is about trusting somebody, so it might be you, it might be your daughter.
And I sense here, this to me, looks like somebody wishes it were different. Somebody wishes that, things could begin anew. There could be a fresh start, That's the one positive here. But if it's just you that's feeling that, that's part of the problem. The 2 of Cups here, I'm going to throw that in and I'll let you go before I get to that. But the 2 of Cups here reversed is just showing this is a deep divide. This is sort of a deep divide that has developed here. And it's kind of hard either for one or both parties to see their way towards reconciling this.
The 2 of Cups reverse kind of carries forward the idea of not feeling trust or harmony in that relationship. The relationship is there, but it is at odds at this time, or maybe has been for a while even. And it just sort of feels like there is a sense of an impasse that neither side is willing to totally figure out how to come across or how to be better with each other.
And gee, you've got the 10 of Cups reversed here, and that's about a broken family, pretty much. That's about a rift and a break in the family. As it stands right now, it's not looking good at this moment. And what I want to remind you, Faith, is that this may not be permanent. Especially when I see the Ace of Wands here, there may be hope, but it doesn't look like the energy right now is leaning towards a reconciliation. So you may want to ask this question, if not with us, with other readers in the future, to see if the energies have shifted and changed. Because as I see it right now, it's kind of staying where it's at.
I appreciate the mention at the end there. I think that gives us a little clarity. It doesn't exactly figure in there, but it sort of explains that. That Ten of Cups does sort of indicate that it is something bigger than maybe just you two, that it is a family. And so you mentioned
because the family is broken up, there have been sides that have been drawn.
Right.
And so, yeah.
And so I still want to feel that if you are keeping, somehow a restart, a reinitiation of things in your heart, that is the best you can probably do at this time. And just keeping that intention there, and that, you're trying to make sure they understand, they should try to trust you.
And the Ace of Wands is like a fiery torch. So the best advice I can have for you is, we would never want to write off our family. Don't write off your daughter. Keep the torch burning for her. It may happen someday. May happen someday. I wish you luck with that.
Do you remember Muskan's reading with Jagdish? Do you think Jagdish misses Muskan from that reading?
I don't remember exactly. But what I think I do recall is it may not have been very positive. There may still be a lack of clarity. Was this the one where they were
about clarity of Jagdish's feelings? Yep.
And you'll have to look at the reading to check, but I don't think it was necessarily positive, if I recall.
Right. If you can, try to get with us again sometime, and we'll go back at it again.
You know what? There were difficult cards this time as far as communications go. And I want to remind people right now that astrologically, Mercury is retrograde and communications are unfocused, unclear, maybe even negative, often when Mercury is retrograde. So the cards may be picking up some of that energy as well.
I thought I was going to get some man to jump on the table for us.
No, let's not do that.
But they're not, and I guess that just means it's time for us to close. We have had the witching hour with you.
We made it, late or not.
We hope we cast a spell on you and that you may return to us.
He's kidding, of course, but we definitely would love to see you back at our regular shows. We're sorry we can't get up at this hour more often, but it's hard. So we are going to do this 4 times a year. This year will be 3 times because we started late, but every year we'll be doing this 4 times a year. And then
the next one is July 31st.
Yes. So
about every 3 months.
If you can't make it to our regular shows, we'll be back here in 3 months, hopefully on time.
Thank you, Faith. I appreciate your words there.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.